GSL with the gangster intro. Left side of Abyssal City is our Terran player. In red, fan favorite, it is Liquid's
Liquid TaeJa.
Very strong Terran opponent. He's got a tough Protoss and a former teammate on the opposite side of the map to face, though. This guy, not a fan of Pepsi. Former MVP player and Slayers player. He is
Genius.
wearing the Coca-Cola hoodie. I gotta say, he looks good in it, though, man. I really like it.
Yep.
I'm liking these new dark gray hoodies. I think I have to get one.
I'm really interested in what exactly we are going to see from TaeJa now. I really like this early game aggression in game number 1. He started off with the command center first, but then with a lot of marine pressure against his opponent, and that worked really well for him. Now, on the other hand, he's down a game, and he does not want to lose with an 0-2 here.
Look at the map win rate here as well, by the way. Just noticing that both these players don't have a ton of experience on this map.
It's a newer map, so
yeah. This is a fast scout by Genius. He really wants to know.
And Real Man Drill Deep.
Real Man Drill Deep. Oh, wow. He sent the fast scout out, taking a risk, trying to see if he could get in here. Does not target a depot very quickly, but, you know, usually that doesn't work out regardless. But
yeah, targets one depot.
I don't think I've ever seen a depot die to Pro before. In this case, the SCV might have to halt a few times to try to get on the inside. There he goes.
Yep.
The Marine's going to save him.
That Marine, that early Marine in the game. Such a hero.
He is. Genius, man. You know, Genius not only a former Next player, we talk about his history, former Next player, then he joined MVP, then he went to Slayers, then he became teamless again after Slayers disbanded, but he actually suffered from an addiction, a Void Ray all-in addiction.
I heard he got treatment.
He got some treatment, but this map, we saw it actually yesterday, someone attempt it, and this map is pretty good for Void Ray all-ins. He's taken double gas.
I think he's fine. He didn't have the shakes or anything when we saw him on camera, so...
Not been drinking any Coca-Cola.
Yep.
He may be inclined, but
I don't think so. You know, if he was a little bit shaking or if we would see him nervous, I feel like he's like, must play Void Ray, but no.
He's switching over, man. He's doing something a little bit better.
Look at that.
This is what they talked about at the therapy sessions.
Yeah.
You know, if you need to do that all-in, do the Blink Stalker all-in.
Genius. There is more than only one all-in. You have more techs available. You can go into Robo. You can do that. And there is also the Twilight Council.
You know, suffering 4-gate addict TaeJa switched to doing proxy Colossus rushes, actually. And he turned out all right. He's actually now a prominent coach of a 2-time GSTL champion team.
Exactly. And Genius here, I mean, this guy is now going for the Blink Stalker with one Observer build. And I like it.
Yeah, this is actually a really great build for this map. We actually talked about this earlier, how great this map is for Blink Stalker play. It's just like Antigua, but TaeJa seems to know what's up, man. He's actually got Marines positioned to the top right of his base, trying to check for observers potentially, or even forward pylons. He hasn't actually seen anything except double gas, but the double gas alone is enough to scare him here.
That's the death sentence, by the way, for this strategy, what you just mentioned. If you have Marines waiting where you expect there is going to be the observer, and you see it with the right timing, one scan, the Protoss player is just looking at the screen and is completely like, and now?
Yeah.
What am I going to do now?
Exactly. You basically can't do anything. There's not much transition point. You could try to attack from the ground and walk up the ramp, but that's not going to have much choice of working either. And with the double bunker here, TaeJa knows with the double gas that Genius is probably up to no good. He also verified there's no Nexus.
When something like that happens, you're sitting in front of your computer and you just want to type GG and be done with it. But on the other hand, you think, okay, well, I have everything else there still. I can make this work somehow. I have to hope for a mistake, and if he does one, then I will still be able to make this work. But right now,
puts the Marauders on the edge of the base for the Blink Stalker attack
must
likely
have
to happen.
scanned, right?
No, he's just covering all his bases here. He's also checking one more time for the Nexus. Genius does not deny him. He keeps checking. He's like, all right, you had double gas and no Nexus. Some sort of all-in is coming. He's got the Marines for Void Rays at the ramp where you would see a Void Ray all-in. He's got the Marauders where you'd see a Blink Stalker all-in in the other bunker. He's actually put his units in the right spot.
He sees everything with his
everything. And Genius is actually going to approach the weaker point here with the Marines.
Oh my god, TaeJa is just so ready for this.
He's about to have Stim too. Genius looks like he may just make a Nexus. You know, we talked about how you feel when you think this just isn't going to work. You know?
I don't know that he can. What can he do here? He lives supply depot, yeah.
He's going to get the triple, which will actually supply block TaeJa, and he can blink these Stalkers back and maybe get the second one as well. He needs to be poking a little bit more, I feel, if he really wants to make something happen here. Force repairs. If he waits for Stim and Combat Shields to finish, plus the medevacs are about to start coming out.
Stim is going to be done, and with Stim, TaeJa will be able to defend here. Here come the Zealots, no repair, but Stim is done. The bunker is done too, though.
Yeah, and if he actually forces another Stim and gets away, that might be something he can utilize to actually win a fight here.
Yeah, as long as there are no medivacs, if he can force a few Stims, that might really work.
The Observer is gone, though, so he can't actually attack up the high ground anymore, but he can keep TaeJa up in his main. Oh, he forced another Stim, and TaeJa actually is going to try to break out on the ramp. This is a bad choice. Genius actually could have individually blinked a little bit better there, and I think traded okay. I think he realizes it now, but some indecision.
Another Stim, and he blinks again, but yeah, Genius actually did not handle that perfectly. He could have just backed off a couple of times and then walked in again. So right now, we had those over-Stim Terran units. TaeJa's units are really on low HP, but there are so many of them, and Genius lost way too many Stalkers.
Exactly, and no matter how low your units are on hit points, they still do the same amount of damage, and at this point, TaeJa at the top of the ramp is going to be totally fine. The medevacs are out, starting that heal, and he can even move down the ramp at this point. Genius does not have the position he had last time. He's going to have to pull back. Observer might get scanned.
Actually, yeah, the Observer gets scanned with a high ground vision. He could have tried to run back as soon as Stim is done. And these addicts, using that syringe all the time, over and over again.
What's next for Genius is just going to continue the attack. You know, we've seen players actually finish games like this.
Those Marines Marauders, they need an intervention, man.
They may, man.
My life and the needle. Oh,
Genius
there we go.
Is trying to fight his way through here, targeting down Marauders, but it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. He's trying to back off here, but GG. We are going into game number 3. TaeJa takes the second game, forces the deciding map.
Yep.
Well played.
Well played indeed.
From the beginning, he covered all his bases. He played super safe here.
Yeah,
Genius, you look, now he's getting nervous. Now he's like, why didn't I play Void Ray? Why didn't I play Void Ray?
Yeah,
now he's getting tempted.
Stressed, man. He's like, I might as well go 2-gate proxy in the third game. They'll never expect that. My cancel Nexus 4-gate. The map is Cloud Kingdom Ladder Edition. Game number 3. And Genius, you know, his build was predictable. He let TaeJa scout several times. His Nexus was gone.
I'm actually like scared for Genius right now. He might go for the Void. Did you see that? At first he looked a little bit like shaky and everything, and really nervous, and then suddenly he started smiling and looked all happy. That was when he made the decision. I'm gonna go for the Stargate again, and everyone in this group is like, no, don't do it, don't do it. You are stronger than this.
Oh, well, he's actually joking about that last map not being balanced for Protoss in chat right now.
It's actually true.
A lot of players would agree. I would actually agree. I don't think that map is fair for Protoss.
That map is... No Protoss is happy about this map. Cloud Kingdom is going to be the last one, though, and this map is a little bit better. Here we have TaeJa to the left, Genius to the right. And let's see who's going to take this last slot into the second round of Code A, which starts tomorrow, by the way.
Yep, we're going to find out who it's going to be. TaeJa versus Genius, former teammates of the next clan. Map number 3, it all comes down to this on Cloud Kingdom. This is the GSL Code A, casted by Caldor and Wolf.
All over the radio and back up in the raves again. We got the crowd on the